because if you go over a 10% superfat, you're more than likely going to get just a really soft bar of soap. So I try not to, I don't want something soft, I want something hard. So today I am doing things a little bit differently. I have two things recording. I have my phone that is recording and I have a new camera that I'm recording. I'm not too sure what I'm going to use yet. So I'll kind of see what the quality looks like when I start editing. But I wanted to make some soap today, so I'm going to go ahead and take you guys on this journey with me. I've made soap a couple of times. Typically I do a melt and pour soap, which is basically you buy like a block of soap, cut it down, melt it, and all that stuff. But where's the fun in that when you can use like super corrosive and really dangerous stuff to make soap with? I'm talking about Lye. That is a product that is made or is used in soap. I will tell you a funny story about that later. The cats are trying to kill me up in here. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make some soap. I made some soap last week and it came out great. I was really happy with it, but then I posted a picture on Facebook and so many people have said it either looks like cheese or butter, and I'm like really super depressed about that. So I am gonna try and change the color up on this. The reason why it looks like that is because I'm using like pure organic shea butter, which I will show you is bright orange. So yeah, but let's get to it. I'm gonna go ahead and get this soap started, and it doesn't really take me that long. It takes about like, I would say 45 minutes to an hour to get everything together. So yeah, let's go make some soap. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I have all my ingredients together. So I'm going to go ahead and weigh everything out. So I am using shea butter. As you can tell, this stuff is bright orangey yellow mustard color. Very weird. But this is what I'm going to use as one of my oils. I'm going to go ahead and use some coconut oil. Both of these are, I think this is just pure, this isn't organic. Okay, so the shea butter isn't organic, but as you can see, my coconut oil is. And then, oh, I didn't get the olive oil. I guess I'll use the rest of this. And I know I got more olive oil the other day. Let me get the olive oil. Olive oil. So I am going to weigh all of these out on my little scale. I'm weighing everything in grams, which is like super unusual for me, at least. I'm used to weighing everything in like pounds and ounces, because when I was back in England I never used to cook anything, so it's either cups or pounds and ounces here. And now for this recipe I am doing it in grams because it needs to be kind of perfect. So I do know that this is 200, this is the shea butter, so it's 227. I need 255, so I'm probably going to use a little bit more from the other one, but we will see if I pop that on the scale. Oh, already, yeah, well, mind you, it's in the tub. So I'm going to use these plastic jugs that I got from the dollar store for my oils. So we're going to go ahead and put that on there, zero that out. Get us a spoon. Apparently I thought I was all prepared, but I am not. And I am going to go ahead and weigh out my shea butter. So this is the reason why everything is so orange, but heaven forbid, I'm going to try and fix that today. We'll see what happens. I'll show you guys these really cute molds that I got. Ooh, somewhere I gotta find another 55 grams. Oh my gosh. So I've had a bunch of people comment on like my videos with about my accent, and I really wish that I could keep one or the other, but I can't seem to manage that. Get off my finger. So, unfortunately, there's going to be times where I'm going to say, bloody hell! And I'm going to sound like I'm from England. And then there's going to be times where I'm going to try to figure out how to say water. That's my biggest issue, is that I get stuck on these words all the time. And I end up sounding more like a retard than I already do. I don't know if I can say retard. I might have to bleep that out. So, we are on 222. Okay, let me move. I'm gonna move you guys. See if we can pop you here. Okay, move these out of the way. So this is the world's smallest kitchen, so you guys will have to bear with me as I try to master what the F I'm doing, because I honestly have no idea. $23. Okay. I'm gonna have to get some more. So be right back. Okay, so we are back. We have more Shea Butter. Okay, what do I need? 255. So as I was saying, yeah, this is the world's smallest kitchen. Oh, bang on! Oh my gosh, look at this. I don't know if you can see that, but boom! 255. Wow, I'm pretty impressed. That is like ultimate satisfaction. You are like counting something out. It happens to me in work. Like, I don't want to say all the time, but when it does, like, I have like a little celebratory dance. Like when counting pills out for a patient, and then I just throw a bunch of pills in my hand, and then I'll be like counting them out, and I'll be like, oh, I got 30, and there'll be no more. It's like the most exciting day ever. I know it's pretty lame, but small things. Okay, so that's the Shea Butter done. We're gonna go ahead and get our coconut oil. I'm gonna use a different spoon because nobody wants to double dip. Okay, so I need 298 grams of coconut oil. Here's my cup. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is what happens when you're trying to, like, do something more than boil noodles in a kitchen that I can only describe as, like, a shoebox. I don't really know how else to describe it. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my house. It's like a tiny house. It's super cool, but the kitchen, man. And I cooked Christmas dinner in here. Like, I did 2 meats. And I did turkey, and I did beef. I did potatoes. We did sweet potato pie. We did, I don't think I did carrot and turnip. I did broccoli, gravy. Where am I at? 298. I need, this stuff is like melting as I touch it. Oh, but it smells so good. I love coconut. I think it's going to be too much. Yep, 300. Let's take some of you out. Oh, I did it again. I did it again, but then I lost it. 297.99. We'll work with that. Okay. Alright, that's coconut oil done. That's shea butter done. Lid on the coconut oil. This is the only problem that I have, is that everything has to go away as soon as I've measured it out. But otherwise, what? Where did I get 358 from? Oh, because the spoon's in there. Okay, so while that is there, I'm going to go ahead and get the lye water ready. Just because when I did this last time, it ended up, Bella, she's always looking for something to eat. So I measured out the lye and I put it in with the water, and then after I had put all the lye in with the water, you have to make sure that your water stays between like 90 to 100 degrees and Fahrenheit. I'll figure what that out. I'll put it down here what it is in Celsius. I'm going to move this up here. So yeah, so you have to like work out, your water has to stay between 90 to 100 degrees in order to add your oils to it. So the first time I ever did this, I knew that the lye was going to heat the water up, but I didn't think it was going to crank it up to like 150. So I will get the lye water mixed up, and I'll show you guys how I do that. And then whilst that is cooling down in the sink, I put it in like an ice bath in the sink. We'll go ahead and get the oils melted. I reckon the coconut oil will almost be there. And then yeah, then we're ready to rock and roll. And I didn't measure the olive oil out yet because it doesn't need to be melted. I figure I'll do that last. So let's measure out some lye. Okay, so lye, also known as sodium hydroxide, and super not safe stuff. So long shirt, cover your toesies, unless you don't want them anymore, then leave them open. Drop a couple lye crystals down there. But if you want to keep your toes and your fingers, gloves, it's like we're dealing with COVID, gloves, glasses or goggles, whatever you have. I have glasses, so protect your face. Should really tie my hair up, but I don't have a hair tie, so throw my gigs on so I can actually see what I'm doing. Helps, and I think that is me good. So I'm going to go ahead and measure out my lye. I'm going to bring you guys down here so you can see. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys measuring out the lye. So this is my lye Tupperware container. I don't use it for anything else other than measuring out lye, and I know which one it is, and Tyler knows no touchy on the Tupperware. So I'm not going to do this whole inspection. I just wanted to... Bloody hell, this is a nightmare. Okay, so here we go. Measuring out the lye. We need 121.4 grams of lye. I kind of changed my recipe up a little bit, so what I did previously, I only need 119, so it's really not that much more. It's very precise. I'm not going to be able to get to the 0.4. Jesus. Bella, can you stop licking my leg, please? I just tasted that in my mouth. Breathe in. Don't breathe in. So lye does give off like a lot of fumes. Totally didn't notice that much last time, but I definitely just tasted it in my mouth. Oh, I'm gonna put the fan up because I can't hear anything. And just take a swig of water here. Don't die from lye ingesting. Just so you guys know, they use lye to cut meth with and to clean drains. And the cartel use it to dissolve bodies. I hope that that's not like an unknown secret and I've just like exposed them. But yeah, these are true facts. Okay. So I did the lye. Now I need 227 grams of distilled water. No, 271 grams of distilled water. So I'm going to get our little Pyrex bowl. I'm going to go ahead and measure our water. Zero that puppy out. 271. Let's see where we go with one bottle. Oh, I think we're going to make it with one bottle. Oh, yep, too much water already. Look at that. Watch out my line. Okay, we're just going to do it. I don't want to use that spoon. So, I measured out too much. I got 295 and I need 271, so I'm just going to kind of scoop it out. I hope nobody's watching this video as like a how-to on how to make soap. If you are, I'm sorry. I don't know how to do this. I'm sure there's a more professional way to do this. Bugger! You have got to be kidding. This is karma right here. My tongue is literally burning. I think I'm going to lose my tongue, which would be very sad. Okay, so water is there. We're going to mix the lye in. Sorry, my bottle's been in front of my other camera the entire time, so you guys haven't seen that. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to move this. Is that good view? I don't know. We got two views. This is what we're doing. We got the Pyrex bowl. I'm running out of space to put things. You are just adorable. Okay. Got my lye. And I need... Okay, so move my lye. So I've got this little plastic, but not plastic. It's like, I don't know what you call that. Like bendy, rubbery stuff. I guess it's like rubber, maybe. I don't know. It's Tyler's. He's not allowed to use it anymore because I've used it. But like, he's not like some gourmet chef or something. But like, these are his special spatulas that came with his magic butter machine. And if you don't know what that is, Google it. I'm not going to tell you. But yeah, can't use these in magic butter. So, lye to water. When you do this, you got to do it slow, like I was saying before. And it gets really, like you can see, I don't know if you guys can see. Let me see if I can show you here. Like the fumes. This is what happens. So they just like, it starts to get real crusty on the bottom. You gotta break it up. Don't splash anybody with it because you'll just erode their skin off. And you just keep mixing until they've dissolved. I got a way to go. So we're just gonna keep mixing until all this is gone. And let me tell you, so this water came from the fridge in the basement. And by the time I put all the lye in there, it's going to be at boiling point. Let me get my thermometer out. Okay, so I can't actually show you guys what the temperature is. So I'm just going to turn this back off. Throw that away, because that's broken. Okay. Let's scrape this dough. This is all solid up. Word to the wise, don't stop mixing. Okay, so my lye is officially crystallized on the bottom of my bowl because I was too busy funnying around with stuff, so I'm going to attempt to spread. There we go. So I just got a spoon and scraped off all of the crystals that didn't dissolve yet. Come on, little crystals, dissolve away. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm not going to speak for a second because that was way too much. Maybe we'll turn the fan on. My buddy's died. Just going to keep going. So they say you're meant to do this in a well-ventilated area. I get why. So, if you guys are ever going to do this, well ventilated. Don't do this stuff that I'm doing in the shoebox kitchen. Ain't nobody want to be getting high on crystal lye. Oh, geez, you can tell that I'm home alone. There's no way that Tyler will tolerate this. Okay. Oh, I can feel the heat of the water. Yeah, like my bowl is on fire. It's like a hot cup of tea, but it's not tea. Don't drink it. Don't think you can drink this stuff. You can't, guys. Oh, that's crazy, like the heat. I'm wondering if, like, I should be already having this in an ice bath, if it's okay for it to get up to this temperature. I mean, I'm going to let it cool, I'm going to tell you that I don't know if it's going to get to 110 or 100 or 90 for that matter. I'm going to let it cool, but I also don't think that you're supposed to do this, but there's a lot of things that I'm doing wrong today. I just want to let you know that I probably was coughing not because of the lye, and because, oh, that's getting warm. I should probably change my door. Because I vape 24/7 and I never have my mouth out of my vape. So I just constantly cough. Okay, you're going to go in there and we're going to put another glove on just because, you know, that was a stupid idea. Safety first. I'm going to go ahead and put a little thingy up here that's going to take you guys to a link of a well-known professional who knows exactly what they're doing and can tell you the safety of like things that you should be doing when you are dealing with lye, and not listening to me, because I'm telling you, this is probably people, soap making people are going to watch this and they're going to be so mad. Okay, so my lye water is mixed. I'm going to go ahead and set up the sink with some cold water, set that in there, and then go ahead and melt my oils. Okay, so now I have put my lye water in. Just, I don't have any ice. I don't have like a fancy ice maker or anything. The only thing I have is a fancy sink faucet. Look at this. Whoa. Oh, bollocks. That was not a smart idea. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys a fancy sink faucet, and I turned the sink on and then just poured water into my lye bowl. So I don't know what that's gonna do, but I guess we'll just wait and see. So I'm gonna go ahead and go ahead and melt my butters, the shea butter and the coconut oil, and then we're gonna add them to the soap. So my oils are all melted. As you can see, nice and liquidy. You gotta make sure that they don't boil. They just need to melt. They don't need to boil. You don't want to scald your oils. And they are not warm at all. They're just melted. So I have my coconut, my shea. I'm going to get my olive oil out. I want to check this. This could have totally screwed up. Showing you guys my fun little stuff there. So, okay. I'm going to measure my olive oil into my coconut oil. Just for the sake of using less stuff. Plus, I think it's going to help me with like reducing bubbles. And that's one thing that you don't want when you're making soap is bubbles. So I'm using 298 grams of olive oil. This is literally like Lidl. It's Lidl olive oil. It's nothing special. Light tasting olive oil by Lidl. Delicate taste. So I need, what did I say I needed? 298 grams of olive oil. So we're going to go ahead and just bang on. Woo! I am hitting the numbers on those things. Okay, and then I'm just going to give that a little bit of a stir there. We're just stirring away. You okay, Bella? Okay, and then I'm going to add my shea butter. As you can see, I am running out of room, but it's okay. It's all good. Because once the shea butter's in there, then they're going to go in the oils and the lye water. The mixture of those is what they call saponification. So when you are when you're making soap, there's this thing called superfat, which is like how much fat is left in your oils or in your bar of soap after your soap has been introduced to your lye water. So I go for a 5% superfat, so that's 5% of my oils are still being used for like skin loving nutrients. And that's pretty typical. You don't want to go over like a 10% super fat, just because if you go over a 10% super fat, you're more than likely going to get just a really soft bar of soap. So I try not to, I don't want something soft, I want something hard. Oh god. So we are all mixed up here with our oils now. We are right at the brimy brim. We are at a liter, almost 1,000 milliliters. So this is the shea butter, coconut oil, and olive oil all together. Nice and mixed, nice and smooth. I am going to go in with the stick blender just to make sure that it is lovely dovely before we're finished. So I'm actually going to do that now. I'm going to go in with a stick blender now. So when you do use a stick blender, and I highly recommend using a stick blender just because it makes the process a lot, it's going to make sure that everything is mixed well. Yeah, when you do use a stick blender, I would recommend keeping it to the bottom. You don't want to blend and cause like a bunch of bubbles, because then those bubbles are going to come up in your soap, and nobody wants bubbly soap. Sorry. So I'm going to say that my lye water, just because my thermometer broke, I'm going to say that it is at least, I might be able to check it. It's cool, I think, but we're going to double check it. So add the oils to the lye water. Here we go. Okay, away we go. Okay, so I think I figured out what happened. So I'm going to go ahead and put some more gloves on. So from what I was reading, it looks like what happened is something called like acceleration. So I hadn't even, typically it happens when you add your oils, fragrance oils. I hadn't added my fragrance oil yet, but I'm thinking maybe my lye water was a bit screwed up from when I turned the sink on before. So I'm just going to go ahead and add my oils into my soap and then put them in the molds and get them done kind of quickly. So I'm going to use this black raspberry, which is like delish. So we're going to put that in there. I'm not measuring this. I'm just like throwing it in. Probably, again, not a good idea, but oh well. And we're going to stick blend again. So good news is I think that it's just worked itself out. I think what happened, I just over processed it on the bottom. So you can see it's kind of just worked itself out here. So it's nice, a nice thick. Okay. I kind of want to put a bit more fragrance in it. Should I just put the whole bottle in? I've only got, yeah, let's just put the whole bottle in. Well, there's not much left in there anyway. Okay. Okay, so this is my little box here that my big purple mold goes in. I'm going to put her in there. And then we're just going to go ahead, see if I can actually show you guys what I'm doing and just pour the rest of this in here. Just like that. Beautiful. My original plan was to not put any color in, but then I thought, I don't want it to look like cheese, which is what everybody keeps telling me it looks like, but, oh, bugger, put my finger in it. Put my finger in the doo-doo. Not going to do any fancy cheese patterns on this one. I'm just going to let it sit overnight. And hopefully it'll look good in the morning. So that is the essence of soap making. I will put the recipe in the description box below for you guys if you want to take a look, if you want to try yourself. As you can see, nobody died from this. So I did not die from it. So that is me all done for right now. I'm going to go ahead and let this sit overnight, and I will cut it up probably tomorrow night. Take a look and see what they look like. I'll probably pop the little ones out of the mold in the morning, and we will see what happens. So I will keep you guys updated. I'll probably post in the end what happened with my soap, and you guys can see the end product. But that's it for today. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a like. Hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys next, or probably on Sunday. Today I'm hoping that I'm going to get this video edited and out by Wednesday, and then I can get another one up on Sunday for you guys, because I maybe potentially have some really fun stuff planned for Sunday. So until next time, I'll see you then. Thanks.